And hello YouTube and welcome back to another episode of the Zone TV Movie Entertainment with me, your host Jonathan. Once again bringing you my thoughts and review for the series of The Purge. That's right, The Purge had his own TV show, 10 episode thing on the USA Network, here in America of course. And it's basically based off the actual, hits of the movies. Now if you don't know what The Purge is where in America they allow crime to be completely legalized for like 12 hours, and that includes murder, rape, pretty much anything you want to do. In those 12 hours, everything's legal to, I guess, have people express their rage so that way they can have it out in one day, one night, basically, and do whatever they want. So in this 10 episode series, you have basically like three different stories. You have one story that involves a woman, like a businesswoman, who kind of wants to, like, I guess, kill her over weird boss, who I think was played by Alec Baldwin, or one of his brothers, not really sure. And then you have another story where there's a Marine, he comes back home, and he tries to find his sister, who they both were traumatized when they had the purge when they were kids and their parents were murdered, during the purge. So he had to go the whole night trying to find her. And then you have another couple. They're like rich and they go to like this very fancy party, and they have to basically be a part of this social club, if you will. And they basically a bunch of rich people who just go around and do what they want for the purge night. So three different stories throughout 10 episodes. So what I could say about this show was it was okay. It wasn't great. I prefer the movies better only because they made it more funner, I guess. And it wasn't too many stories wrapped up in one. Because the first one only had one, the second one had one, and the third one technically had two little stories to it. So it was more simple. And I like those movies a lot. And the TV show was okay. I also wish it was in another network because I think the violence would have been a lot more better. I mean, you don't really need violence in these kind of shows, but in certain shows you don't need it. But I think for this you kind of do because that's what the Purge is all about: is the violence and having the people, express their rage and hatreds towards everybody that one night. So the rest of the year they all can be happy and healthy with each other. So there's that. So I just wish it was in a different network because the violence here was cool, but you just didn't get the same feel as you do in the movies. And two of the only two of the stories that I actually liked in this thing, and that was the two rich couples who was just trying to survive the night, joining this weird group that likes doing the purge, torture people, and the one with the military guy and his sister. That was the best story plot throughout the whole thing. But the one with the woman, hiring a hit woman to kill her boss because she works overnight for some weird reason, that one was played, wasn't have any point to it. It didn't have any point to it. So there you go. I do recommend watching it if you're a fan of the Purge movies. But like I said, if you really like the Purge movies because of the violence, might be a little disappointed here because there's violence in here, but you really don't see anything, not like you do in the movies. But what can you do? I thought it was okay. I'm curious about the second season when it comes back. So, because obviously it's gonna have another season. I'm pretty sure this Purge thing happens after the first Purge because the first Purge came out and they kind of referenced a little bit about the first Purge in Staten Island because that's what the first Purge was take place in. So there's that. So let's see what happens moving forward. And then of course we are gonna get the final Purge when it comes out, whenever it comes out. Apparently they call it the last Purge that they're gonna make. So there's that. So I guess if they're gonna continue this TV show, it'll be, before or maybe even during the second and third films, other states, because it's all over America now. So there's that. So leave me a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought about it, if you've seen it, and did you guys like it at all? Did you guys not care for it? Do you guys only care for the movies? Leave me a comment below. Let me know. Thank you very much, and have a good day.